Good morning, Internet. This is Alex does Sudokus, and it is Wednesday, the 28th of July 2021, and we are going to tackle today's New York Times hard Sudoku. So let's get started by pencil marking in. Well, actually, we're going to skip pencil marking and just put a 7 here. But generally speaking, we are going to pencil mark in anything that has two candidates in a box. If they're more, we leave it alone, and if they're less, we have the number, basically. And that, my friends, is Snyder notations. Let me get a chat up. Just making sure I can see chat properly. There we go. Okay, the 7s were quite healthy, so that's why I started there. But why don't I continue on with the 8s? Because there aren't actually a lot to do. So I'm going to go back to the 2s. Got a pointing pair of 2s there, locking the 2s down there. So I can do the 2s. What about the 3s? I've got a 3 over here, which means this is a triple of 2, 8, and 9. Can't do anything else with that. Good morning, Laszlo. Yes, this is God of War. As we well know, in the remake, he kind of like got quite kind of like over the shoulder perspective, but now it's become a top-down strategy game. They're just experimenting with the kind of the genres, basically, and I think that's good. I think it's good that they are trying out new things. That's how they keep it fresh, and I think in the next game we're gonna have a real redemption arc for Kratos about all the shitty things that he's done, because it's obviously become like daddy, and maybe they're gonna do a collab with Hades at some point as well. I'm okay, thank you. How about yourself? I don't know how much further I'm gonna go with that joke, but 5 is here, and I can't see any more 5s. I think we're done. But yeah, I'm just awake, and I have a blocked nose, and that's about it, basically. What about yourself? How? You're good. Is that a vampire, or is that? Oh, that's Kafka, isn't it? No, that's Mueller. That looks really like Kafka from Final Fantasy VI. And I need more Kafka in my life. Kafka was a fun villain. It's kind of like sometimes almost refreshing to have a villain who's just like villainous for the sake of it. Oh, I'm talking about Joker now, aren't I, really? Which incidentally, Kafka is a jester, so So I got a pair of 4s here. So this is 2, 4, 8, and 9. I don't think I can do anything with that. So, oh my lord. It is Kafka. All your emojis are from Final Fantasy VI. So let me have a look. I'm guessing Tina is the first one, and then Guile is the second one, and then you've got Cyan and Celis, and then Mog. Kafka. Is that Locke? I'm guessing that's Locke after that. And then we've got 2 people hugging. Oh, Setzer and Daryl, I presume. And finally, who do we have? Oh, is the last person the Yeti creature? I can't remember his name though. Oh my god. It's actually been so long that I've forgotten character names from Final Fantasy VI. I should be ashamed. That is so cool. I love it. I love your emojis. Final Fantasy VI, my favorite Final Fantasy. No question about that. So for anyone who's watching on YouTube, if you can get hold of an emulator and play Final Fantasy VI, it's totally worth it. It's so good. It's just like, in terms of why do I love it so much? It's like the efficiency in which they kind of like grip your emotions. Got a 5 here thanks to the 4, 4, and 6 pair. Hang on, didn't I unlock that 5 earlier? Or did I place an 8? I feel I'm missing something here. That's weird. What about these? Oh, I've got a header coming on as well. That's not good. Now we've got 9 thanks to this 9, which means this is a 1 and this is a 3. So that gives me a pair of 4s and 6. Let's mark those in. And do they give me any more numbers? I guess I have a pointing pair of 5s over here as a result. 1s are here. So anything else? 2, 3, 5. No, we haven't got a triple here. 2s and 5s are locked in the same 3 cells, but that's about it. Morning, Jackie G. So you've got Terra, Guy, Cyan. Oh, that's Edgar. Oh, Edgar's. And he has long hair, yes. Mark, Capca, Lock. That's it. Oh, it is. It's meant to be Cesar and Sally. You shipped Cesar as Sally's. Unbelievable. Umaro is the Yeti, of course. I do sometimes want to play it again, but I'm put off by it because like I bought like all the remakes. I bought the PlayStation 1 version. It was shit because every single battle required it to load from the disk, so it's really slow. And then I bought, or I say I bought all the remakes. I haven't. But then they released it on the iOS. I bought that one, and that one was shit. They redid the graphics. They smoothed out the edges, so it's no longer pixelated. But I've heard bad things about it, so I ended up not carrying on with it. It's just not the same. It's just not the same without the original. So emulator is the way to go. I did actually play it through again on the emulator. And of course, I always go for Odin. I basically play through the first world as low level as possible, but I'm not good enough as people who can finish the game in like level 20 or something like that. I think I managed to keep my characters down to like, actually no, that's a lie. I think people beat the game at like without leveling at all. But yeah, I beat the game. I think I got to the World of Ruins at about level 26 or something, I think. And then basically from there, I leveled everyone to 99 with Odin as the Martyria, because you don't need anything else. If you've got Odin, if you level everyone from level 26 onwards with Odin, you basically win the game. Like I managed to beat Kafka. I managed to beat the final boss, like barely having a single attack from the enemy at all. So he's perfect. That's why Edgar looks like that. He's a womanizer, but I don't know about the orgasm face. But also, my impression of Edgar is that he put up the front of being a womanizer. He's not actually like that. So I don't know. A lot of him is about kind of like pretending to be someone he's not. So anyway, let's do more pencil markings. 5, 6. Oh, got a pair of 6s there. 7s. I've got any more 7s. But yeah, I get very excited about Final Fantasy 6. I remember going to school and just telling everyone, oh my god guys, Final Fantasy 6, best game ever. You need to play Final Fantasy 6. And nobody listened to me. So I was a cool kid who liked Final Fantasy before everyone else. I was a hipster before I was a hipster. And I even bought a Super Nintendo from America just to play it. So I could play I bought the game and the console. I had to get myself a checkbook from my bank so that I can write a check for £220 to buy a Super Nintendo American version and get the Final Fantasy 6 imported. Totally worth it. Oh, this is not 9, so this is a 2. Okay, so this 2 tells me that this is a 3. Okay, so have you played it then, Jagger? Maybe we should have said Final Fantasy 3. That's true. That is true. It is known as Final Fantasy 3 in America, but let's face it, nowadays anyone who knows Final Fantasy 6 knows it as Final Fantasy 6 because the next game was Final Fantasy 7. And one of my friends was like, "Why is it called Final Fantasy 7?" So like, I thought they just did that because it sounded cool, because 7 sounds cool. I was like, no. I've been telling you guys about Final Fantasy for so long. How dare you? How dare you insult me? 2, 8, and 9. Can't do much with that, but I guess I need to pencil mark in 8 and 9 in this here box. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so everything is pencil marked in the middle. I've not actually solved it yet, so I got 4, 8, and 9 over there. Got quadruple. It's going to be 8 and 9 again, isn't it? So 8 and 9 are being naughty. They're being very naughty. They're naughty boy. Because they're everywhere. What is this then? This is 5, 8, 1 and 2, right? 1, 2, 5 and 8. Right? Yes, 1, 2, 5 and 8. I've got 2 and 5 there, so it's 1 and 8. I got 5 there, so this is not very useful at all. Some could say this is not useful. Okay, that's unhelpful. Thanks, Obama. 1, 8, 9 and 7. 1, 7, 8 and 9. I've got 1, 7 and 8 here. So just found myself an 8 and 9. And with that 9, I can press mark in the 9s over here. 9s are locked with the 4s. Do I have a third number? Because that would be very cash money. Maybe the 8? No, the 8 is not locked. Damn it. So what are these now? These are 1, 7 and 8. Got 7. Got nothing else. So this 9 doesn't do anything else. That's also not very cash money. 4, 3, 6. So I feel like I've gone on a 4, 6 pair situation. This is 4 and 6. Because I'm missing 4, 6, 7 and 8. I've got 7 and 8 there. So that's a 4, 6 matching pair on this row. Which means these are 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 2. And I've got 1 and 5 there. That must be a 2. Make it 2 then. And 1, 5 and 2 in these 3 cells. Okay, let's just move on with the 2. So I've got 2 here, 2 there. Which means these are also 2s. And I think that's how I can do the 2s. Okay, so that may release new things. For instance, I've got 1 here thanks to the pointing 1s on this column, which means this is a 1, 5, 2, 7 resolved, giving me a 3 over there, which means these are 3s. These are 4, 6, 9, and 8. Not useful, but now that I've got a 1, this must be a 5 then. Because I've got 4 and 6 there, this must be a 5, which means 5 is done, and I've got 8 and 9 remaining. This can't be 2. Oops, this can't be 2 anymore, by the way. So I've got 8, 9 in those cells. Okay, so does the 5 do anything else? Oh, all the 5s are done. Damn it. I've been playing enough for Final Fantasy. I beat 7, 9, and half of 10. Oh no, you didn't get to the end of 10. Started 8 and 1, but found minigames and got too much into them to advance the story. Yes, 8's card game was quite distracting, and I was a completionist back in the day. Back in the day, I had to get everything. So Final Fantasy 7, if there were trophies for 100%, I would have done it. If there were achievements for 100%, I would have done it. Final Fantasy 6 at the time was impossible to 100% because the Guile's abilities are bugged. And even if you meet all the enemies, it doesn't guarantee them to turn up on the vids, whatever the place is called, where you learn enemy abilities. So that was really upsetting. I stayed up so many nights trying to do it, and before realizing that it's bugged and it's just impossible. But with 8, 8 was okay. I started out really enjoying 8. But I think I optimized the fun out of 8 as well, because I learned very quickly that you can cheese the game quite easily by just drawing magic from the enemies, from the bosses. So I spent a long time drawing all the magic from the bosses, and my character would just be OP. And So nothing proved to be challenging for me at all. So that was my playthrough. And it was when I got to 9 that I stopped optimizing, basically, because that was when I went to uni. And no, actually, I went to uni at 8, but I got busy, basically, by the time I play Final Fantasy 9. So I just played for it for the story, and I really enjoyed it. I'll play 10 as well. I really cried at the end of 10. Oh my god, 10 made me cry so much. I wouldn't say 10 was my favorite purely because the world became a lot more linear. I didn't like the airship mechanic. It was just lacking a lot of like old school kind of mechanics, and I got a bit confused as well by the dark version of the summons. So I've got an 8 over here, so that opens a 7, which means the 7s are in these 2 cells because these are 4s and 9s. And I think that tells me this is an 8 as well, because these are 4s and 9. 8 is here, which means 1, 7 and 2 are in place. That gives me another 2, 7 over here, and these are 4s and 6. I can't solve them yet. Okay, so can I solve any 6s? No. Can I solve any other numbers? 4, 9 and 3. Maybe I should look at the 3s then. 3, 3, 3, 3. So, oops. Oh my god. 3 is over here because the 3s are locked in this column. There must be other numbers. Let's scan horizontally and see what we get. 5, 2, 6. Oh wow. You're really giving me nothing, are you? So ones are here. So what is this then? I've got 1 free matching pair now, I think. Double check though. 4. It's not 1 free pair though. No, 1 and 3 can only go in those 2 cells. That means there has to be a naked 4. And with that, I've got another pointing pair of 4s, which unlocks a 4 and a 9. And this 4 breaks the 4 and 6 over here. And this is 1 free and... Oh, 1 free and 4. We've already got that. Okay. So the 4's unlocked. Does that do anything? This 4 also unlocked the 6 and 4 over here, which means 6, 1 and 3 are done. 1, 3 and 4, 9 and 4. Oh, god damn it. Just going to delete everything. Okay, let's try that again. That was broken. That was a 4. That was the one thing that I knew for sure. But then I broke everything else. Let's try this again. What are these now? These are 6. So this 6 unlocks the 6, which unlocks the 1 and the 3, which unlocks the 3, 4 and 1. So this is a 9, this is a 4. Oh, I've got 2 4s now. What's going on? Maybe that's not a 4 then. What have I done? What have I done? No, 2, 7, 7 are correct. 4's are locked in there. So 4 must be here. So one of these is a 4 and the other is not. If that's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 9. Oh, yeah, I think I confused myself. I did. So this is a 6. And now these are 9s and 2. There we go. Got confused with the 4s, so sorry about that. So that is today's New York Times Hard Sudoku. If you found it useful, please leave a like on the YouTubes. And if not, feel free to hit a dislike or leave a comment to tell me why you hate everything that I do. Then I can improve on it. If you like what you're seeing and want to see more, do leave a subscribe as well if you haven't already, because I do this every day, except for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will not be able to do, may not be able to do Sudokus this week. I'm not too sure yet. There's a chance that I'm going to be taking a break because I'm going away for a few days, just with the in-laws basically, because it's their anniversary, and I want to say hi, happy anniversary. Now go kiss each other.